All right, so I'm here with Mark from Lightning Rod Games, one of the developers from A Fold Apart. So what can you tell me about this kind of new puzzler game that's coming out?
Yeah, so Fold Apart is a puzzle game about a long-distance relationship in a world of folding paper.
Okay, that's pretty cool. So what makes this kind of unique in comparison to other puzzlers that are out there?
So the big thing that's unique is kind of on two different axes. So the gameplay is unique in the sense that it's a puzzle game about a long-distance relationship, or a puzzle game about paper folding.
Okay.
And so every puzzle in the game has two sides like a piece of paper, and so you can fold and merge the two sides together. And then the story is also unique because it's about a long-distance relationship, which is not something you really see in games very often. So.
Okay, so it kind of sounds like there might be a little personal influence with the story, so we want to maybe touch up on that?
Sure, yeah. So it's inspired by my own experience with a long-distance relationship.
Okay.
So before founding Lightning Rod Games, I was working at Disney Interactive in California.
Okay.
And my significant other was living in Orangeville, Ontario.
Oh, wow.
For about a year and a half.
That's long distance.
It's pretty long distance, yeah. So I really wanted to make a game that kind of explored those emotions of being apart from someone that you care about.
Oh, that's really cool. I did a long distance for a few years too, so I can actually relate. This is pretty. This seems like a really cool game.
Cool. Thank you.
So, how long have you been working in the video game industry? Because you said you worked for Disney Interactive.
I did, yeah.
Right?
So I've been in the industry since 2009. So 10 years
wow.
now. Yeah.
10 years. That's a long time. So, coming from there to here. You know, what were some of the steps? Like, what did you start at when you started?
This is okay. I was kind of all over. So I started out in the West Coast in Vancouver. And so my very, very first job was doing QA testing for Propaganda Games, which was a Disney-owned studio in Vancouver at the time. And so I worked in QA, and then unfortunately the game I was working on got canceled pretty early. And so I kind of tried to see if I could find other design jobs. I worked a couple of smaller studios in Vancouver. And then ultimately, I was trying to find work again. So within the first year, I was laid off twice. So that was my introduction to the gaming industry. And I was trying to find something else. So I applied to a bunch of places in Canada and one place in the States, which was Disney in California, because I really liked the environment while I was working at Propaganda. So I was like, that'd be really cool to work for Disney as a game designer. So I ended up getting the job there, and I moved down there, and that was what started the kind of long distance.
That's pretty awesome. Yeah. Okay, so that to say, if you're trying to get into the video game industry, don't give up because it clearly pays off.
Absolutely,
in the end.
There's lots of different avenues to get in there. So.
Oh, that's awesome. So how many people do you have working for you or working on
There's
Lightning Rod
5 people on the
Games?
team. Yeah.
Okay.
So there's myself and my co-founder Steven. So I mostly do game design. Steven is our main tech lead, and then we also have our art director Stephanie, our animator David, and another programmer named Ryan.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, and then the audio. The audio is actually being done by a team in Vancouver called Power Up Audio.
Okay.
And so they're a team that worked on Celeste and Cryptid and Necrodancer.
Oh wow, that's awesome. Celeste had probably one of my favorite soundtracks. So that's pretty cool. So what kind of struggles did you face, creating the game on Apple Arcade versus, where it's coming next?
Right. So I mean, Apple working on Apple devices is really cool because it allowed us to implement touch controls, which I thought works really well with the paper folding. That was like one of the main reasons when we had the opportunity to do it for Apple Arcade. We were like, oh, this is sweet. It's going to be a new way to play the game, and it works really, really well with the gameplay. So that was our really big thing that we're excited about.
Okay, and then seeing it come to the Switch too with the touchscreen again.
Yeah.
So that's.
I think the Switch, the part about the Switch I'm most excited about is because all the puzzles are kind of like standalone. Like you can kind of take breaks between. We have checkpoints between every puzzle, so it works really well when you're taking it.
Yeah, that's
on the
perfect.
Switch. Yeah.
Very much like a game kind of just pick up on the go.
Yeah.
So that's really awesome, man. Well, thanks a lot for your time. So when exactly can we see this game come out?
It's going to be out within the next month or two on Apple Arcade. So.
Oh, okay, awesome. Well, thanks again, Mark.
All right, awesome. Thank you.